Fire ants build hidden chambers under dry leaves, releasing explosive swarms when pressure collapses them.
Loose rocks often hide coiled snakes, using the shade and stability as perfect ambush shelters. Decayed branches look harmless but collapse instantly, exposing spiders that rely on surprise openings. Soft moss sometimes covers abandoned burrows, masking sudden foot sink hazards beneath your step.
Termites hollow logs silently, creating fragile shells that fail the moment weight presses down. Tall grass can disguise predator pathways, carved by repeated silent stalking movements over weeks. Bog soil forms deceptive crusts, swallowing weight gradually because waterlogged layers lack structural support.
Leaf piles smooth the ground, often concealing freshly dug snake tunnels, seeking stable temperatures.
Tree stumps may house resting wasps, using dark cavities as quiet, defensive chambers. Large rocks with hairline cracks roll unexpectedly because internal erosion weakens their natural balance. If one patch of grass doesn't sway with the wind, something motionless is hiding beneath.
A lone tree shaking after wind stops suggests an animal's weight shifting on hidden branches. Small circular ripples in still water often signal underwater predators adjusting their positions silently.
Rocks moving subtly indicate insect colonies tunneling below, gradually destabilizing the ground's surface.
Rising soil patches show underground animals relocating tunnels, weakening support where you're standing. Bushes parting and closing quietly signal an animal slipping through with practiced stealth.
Bent leaves without wind reveal recent movement, often from reptiles sliding across unnoticed.
Darkened soil patches can indicate moisture shifts caused by burrowing animals creating new chambers.
Sudden silence in the forest usually means nearby wildlife detected a threat before you did.
A long ripple toward shore means fish are hunting close, pushing prey against shallow barriers.
Snakes mimic root textures and colors, letting them strike safely from nearly invisible positions.
Stick insects rely on perfect stillness, evolving bodies identical to broken twigs for protection.
Owls flatten themselves against trees, using feathers to match bark patterns almost perfectly.
Leopards blend with dappled sunlight, exploiting shifting shadows to hide their approach expertly.
Ground spiders cover themselves in soil greens, disappearing entirely until prey passes close.
Moss frogs mirror their environment, using uneven skin patterns to confuse both predators and prey.
Coconut crabs camouflage among fallen shells, staying motionless until night grants safer movement.
Crocodiles settle under mud layers, exposing only eyes to monitor targets without detection.
Seed-mimicking insects avoid predators by copying natural colors and rounded shapes perfectly.
Mud turtles resemble river stones, staying immobile for hours to ambush insects or fish. Rock shelves collapse suddenly because underground voids erode silently until weight triggers failure.
Loose sand liquefies on slopes, sliding quickly when disturbed due to unstable granular structure.
Dead roots break instantly because decomposition removes fibers that normally provide tensile strength.
Thin ice appears solid, since reflections hide weak spots formed by uneven freezing.
Leaning trees fall unexpectedly when internal rot weakens the trunk's supporting core.
Narrow rock gaps trap feet by twisting ankles into positions bones cannot withstand safely. Leaf-covered ground often conceals deep mud, formed where water collects after rainfall.
Sinkholes form quietly as groundwater dissolves soil,
creating sudden surface collapses without warning.
Smooth river stones rotate easily, clamping ankles when shifting weight creates unexpected leverage. Hollow ground beneath thin soil layers collapses instantly when surface tension finally breaks. Army ants design strategic tunnels, funneling larger animals into choke points for coordinated attacks.
Spiders weave webs across narrow paths, targeting spots where insects reliably travel at night.
Cicada emergence holes weaken soil because thousands rise simultaneously after years underground. Wolves use scent marks to manipulate prey movement, driving them toward hidden ambush zones. Bears scratch trees to signal dominance, discouraging rivals and shaping territorial movement paths.
Orcas beach prey intentionally, exploiting shallow water where escape options are extremely limited.
Wasps build nests inside hollow trees, defending narrow entrances with fast, aggressive swarms.
Raptors choose sunlit perches, forcing prey to look into glare and miss approaching shadows. Bats herd insects downward with coordinated wing patterns, compressing them into predictable clusters.
Predatory fish circle schools tightly, forcing confused prey into compact, vulnerable formations.
Fire ants erupt instantly when chambers collapse, responding with highly coordinated defensive swarms.
Snakes launch from hidden coils in milliseconds, relying on stored muscular energy for speed. Rotten branches fail suddenly, releasing debris that can startle or injure nearby animals.
Mini sinkholes expand rapidly when weakened soil layers finally give way under pressure.
A single push sends unstable boulders rolling, demonstrating how gravity amplifies tiny disturbances. Methane bubbles burst loudly when ice breaks, showing how gases accumulate beneath frozen surfaces. Birds flee together because collective vision detects predators long before humans notice danger.
Trees fall hard once structural fibers snap, proving internal decay progresses silently for years.
Herd animals pivot instantly, trusting instinctive signals that often detect threats earlier than humans. Complete forest silence means predators are near, as wildlife communicates danger through absence of sound.